Okay, trunks are a little high here. Punches that land in this area will be considered a clean punch. Now, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. I want to caution you to keep the fight clean, protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck, touch up.
If Ricky Hatton boxes as well as brawls, does that mean there are two Ricky Hattons? And can Paulie Malignaggi deal with both of them?
Tell you what, Malignaggi looks in good shape right now.
They appeared together before 55,000 in Manchester, England on May 24 this year. Hatton beating Juan Lascano over the distance, getting rocked a couple of times and admitting afterward, that wasn't my best. Malignaggi getting the second win of his career over Lovemore and Dew, but as Larry pointed out, producing the dreadful faux pas of the hair extensions, getting his hair cut in the ring, and also getting trimmed several rounds by Ndu. And afterward he said, that wasn't me at my best. Both are hoping to elevate their games significantly tonight, 6 months later.
What Hatton is trying to do is box his way inside instead of just lunging inside as he has often done.
And what he's doing, obviously he's been working on the jab, but he feels that he needs to get a lot closer before he throws his jab, and not necessarily the case in all cases. You can actually start your jab from way out, and as you get closer, be more accurate with it.
And already you can see the dynamic. Hatton is going to come in. Malignaggi wants to catch him on the way in. The question is, what does he catch him with? Malignaggi has no power, as is evidenced by his record with only 5 knockouts among his 25 wins. And a lot of that is because of his often damaged right hand.
And 3 of those 5 knockouts, Jim, were in his first 3 fights.
Exactly. His right hand has been operated 4 separate times in his career, and including immediately after the Lovemore and Dew fight in May. He says he knows it's fine. But if he breaks his right hand in the fight, that is to be expected. And it's something he has fought with several times before. But there's the jab, which is his primary weapon. And if he can get it going and land the right hand behind it, he is regarded as an extremely live underdog against Ricky Hatton. Already you can see why.
2-1 underdog.
Malignaggi throws a terrific left jab. I love the way it comes out. Nice and sharp, nice and crisp, very accurate. Throws it very well. You know, that and his right hand in combination are a thing of beauty.
Stop the mat. Watch your heads, fellas. Watch the heads.
Hatton simply can't afford to allow Malignaggi to develop a rhythm with his jab in his right hand. And in the latter part of the first round, Paulie is getting it.
A good round for Malignaggi.
You gotta not up on your hat now. Move your head now and use your face. Okay? I told you everything is timing. Keep your hand up here, man. Pick his jab. Pick his jab. Pick his right hand. Hook over the top. He ain't got no right hand.
I'm just trying to come over top of the jab with the right hand. Okay? Very good, champ. Very good, baby. Beautiful. The feints are working good. The feints are working good. Keep the feints going and give me double jabs. But keep that head moving. That head movement's throwing them off. Okay? He's the same old Ricky Hatton. Ain't nothing changed, baby. All right? Very good, baby. Right. Keep it tight inside.
CompuBox numbers in round 1. Malignaggi 11 out of 43, Hatton 7 out of 43. Not much to choose between the two of them. Down the stretch of the round, it appeared to be Malignaggi who was the more comfortable fighter with the way things were going in the ring.
You see, Ricky, I hope, doesn't fall into the same track as what he usually falls into, and that's coming in straight on where your opponent knows where you're going to be and leaving yourself wide open. So he needs to come in with his hands up, looking to pick that jab and not get hit.
Diving in behind the right hand there.
Which is a big mistake. You know, you definitely have to go in behind the jab, never diving in, because what you do, you're helping the guys help you knock yourself out because you're moving in under his power.
American fans, sensing the possibility of an upset already, have started to chant USA, USA in response to the Brits.
Well, they'll never make as much noise as Hatton's British fans, who have had years to practice their routines. And there's a big left by Ricky Hatton.
Hatton said that he thought that he could extend his career by modifying his style the way Arturo Gatti and Marco Antonio Barrera did at roughly this stage in their careers. But I don't think that he's going to be able to make that change where he could just box against the boxer.
Well, I wouldn't say he can change his style completely, but he can improve on his style. Certain things. Oh, good right hand.
Good right hand.
And that hurt him too.
There's a bloody
Malignaggi's
nose
holding
under the
on.
left eye of Malignaggi, and Malignaggi was badly hurt by the Hatton right hand.
And he had a hold.
And he catches Hatton with an uppercut coming in. But suddenly they're brawling, and that's Ricky Hatton's fight.
With 20 seconds left in the round.
Blood under the left eye of Paulie Malignaggi.
We got
Malignaggi had his legs back by the end of the round. But Hatton definitely wobbled him with a minute to go.
You pulled it from the outside and he's coming over the top. You got to give me the double jab, Paulie. You're not double jabbing. You're just throwing one jab at a time. Okay? Now stop throwing that uppercut from the outside. That's how he's catching with that right hand. Okay? Now listen, you got to go to the double jab, Paulie. And you're pulling up with the hook. You got to stay down. Just like you did in the first round. Don't get caught up. Okay? You're getting caught up now. Keep your hands tight to your body.
And here we go and see Hatton catching him with that right hand, which really hurt Malignaggi for a moment. There's another look at it.
Malignaggi had the presence to hold on and to keep his knee off the canvas.
CompuBox numbers in round two. Hatton 9 out of 51. Malignaggi 8 out of 41. But you saw the big right hand by Hatton, which surely was enough to at least win him the round. Now you heard Buddy McGirt asking Paulie Malignaggi for the double jab. You'd have to take a risk to throw the jab twice against a jump-in right-hand puncher like Hatton.
It seems that Hatton now has sensed that he has to try to overpower the boxer.
Work out.
Good left inside by Malignaggi. Hatton's dynamism is beginning to show up. He was way more sluggish in round one than is now the case. You see the verve and the vibrancy, which has always marked the way he fought Lennox. Nobody fights 3 minutes of every round more consistently than Ricky Hatton.
There's a cut along the nose of Malignaggi. Does not look dangerous.
Work out. Watch your heads, watch your heads.
Well, you can tell that Ricky Hatton loves to mix it up. He loves to box.
Look out.
Now, really, Ricky just wants to get some room, some punching room, so he can land some good punches in there.
I don't get the sense that Kenny Bayless is breaking them up as frequently or as immediately as Joe Cortez did in the fight between Hatton and Floyd Mayweather. Hatton is getting a little more chance here, it seems to me, to wrestle with Malignaggi and set up shots inside, which is what he says he wanted to do and didn't get a chance to do against Pretty Boy Floyd.
And the funny thing is, they said that Ricky Hatton is going to hold a lot in this fight, but I don't see him holding. I see it actually the other way around right now.
You saw Malignaggi reach out and grab him with the left there.
Some good body work by Hatton, which could pay off later in the fight.
See, that's the problem. If you try to hold him, he gets underneath and works, and then chops over the top of the right, as he did there.
Malignaggi needs to keep this fight at distance. He needs to work that jab and work that combination punching and keep Ricky Hatton at bay.
Hatton catches Malignaggi with a left hook. Brings the British fans up and out of their seats. Straight right hand. Again brings the British fans up and out of their seats. And you can see Hatton saying to Kenny Bayless, he's holding me.
Looking good.
Boxing After Dark returns next Saturday night with a 154-pound matchup between Paul Williams and Verno Phillips. Also that night, fast-rising heavyweight Chris Arreola takes on Travis Walker. That's Arreola right there. Then December 16, it's the premiere of HBO Sports' latest documentary film, Breaking the Huddle, the integration of college football.
Rick.
Keep it simple. Okay, you're making it harder than it has to be. Okay, he's coming in, you standing straight up, he's hitting you with double jab. Give me double jab, jab at his chest. Okay, jab at the chest, baby. Let's go, relax, Paulie.
CompuBox numbers through round 3, Hatton landing slightly more, 31 out of 146 to 28 out of 122. Maybe more tellingly, 27 of Hatton's 31 connects are power shots, and a couple of them have been eye-catching, head-popping power shots.
Time in.
Harold Letterman, how do you have it through 3?
Look at Jim, 2 rounds to 1, 29-28, Ricky Hatton. Jim, I'll tell you something. Paulie Malignaggi is standing right in front of Ricky Hatton. He's trying to catch him on the way in with double jabs. But Ricky Hatton's getting inside, scoring the better shots because he's stronger. The only way that Malignaggi can win this fight is to start to circle and box. He's got to move. If he stands straight in front of Hatton, like he's doing now, Ricky's going to murder him on the inside. 2-1, Hatton.
Circle and box is what Malignaggi did down the stretch of round 1 when he won it. And he has come out trying to circle and box in round 4.
And I agree with Harold. He definitely has to circle and box. But what he's doing, he's putting his head down. He needs to keep his head up and stay tall in this and use his reach as an advantage and not bringing himself down to Ricky Hatton's level.
He's really not that kind of a boxer, Lennox. He's a boxer, but he wants to stand in front of his guy and beat him to the punch.
As often as not, in the last 2 rounds, Hatton has been beating Malignaggi to the punch. That's what's going to make the difference over the long haul if it keeps up.
Well, as the fight goes on and the fighters learn about each other, Hatton is learning that he can't be hurt by Malignaggi. Why not take chances?
Stop! All right, here we go.
This was Malignaggi's problem against Miguel Cotto. An inability to hurt the stronger Puerto Rican fighter.
Work out.
Malignaggi was able to win some rounds against Cotto, but ultimately was ground down by the physical strength disparity and the punching power difference. That's what his fans have to fear here.
Look out, Paulie.
Good uppercut by Malignaggi as he got out of the clinch with Hatton.
See what happens with some guys that keep their left hand down. They keep it down so long until the guy comes in, and then they just grab with it. What he needs to do is keep it down until he gets close to him and raise it up to his head to protect him, and then when he gets close, push him off, or either punch him with a jab.
It's really fascinating that after all of the talk Malignaggi's people put up about wanting to get the right referee and avoid Hatton's holding, it is Malignaggi who is holding Hatton over and over and over in the early rounds.
Not only that, but Malignaggi said that he thought that in America, because of his holding, that Hatton would just be a club fighter.
Well, what does that make Paulie, who has doubled Hatton's holding? There's the Hatton band. Got their start in Hamburg, then eventually moved to Manchester. No, I'm just kidding.
You mean those aren't the Beatles?
No, they're not.
Look,
It's not even Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
I want you, man, this is right. I want you to pick a lot of this jabs, man, and throw your own jab. You're gonna touch it. Watch it. Believe me, you're gonna touch it. Catch it and still touch it.
And here's Ricky Hatton beating Malignaggi to the punch. Malignaggi somehow not seeing that straight jab to his head.
Malignaggi has had 4 operations on his right hand, including after his last fight. Nothing with his left. His right is as brittle as uncooked spaghetti, but his left seems to work fine.
And a part of the result of it is that sometimes when he throws his right hand, he does not remember to punch it. As Lennox will tell you, you throw a right hand or you throw any punch without punching it, you're not going to make any dent.
No, I mean, a boxer like Ricky Hatton, you gotta throw both punches, both hands, to keep him off of you, because he's just like a train wreck coming at you. And if you don't have anything to stop him, he'll keep on coming.
Well, this was regarded as the big problem if Malignaggi broke his right hand. But it turns out perhaps to be a problem, breakage or no breakage. Now Malignaggi catches Hatton coming in and pops him with a left jab.
See, it looks like to me that, this is a one-handed fight for Malignaggi, and he does that quite well. He's done that quite well in his past fights, but there's, some guys you really need to tag on the chin and really make them respect your power.
Malignaggi may have managed to surprise Ngoju and to some degree Ndu with his strength in clinches and his ability to move the opponent around the ring. But when he clinches with Ricky Hatton, it just doesn't look like his style, and it doesn't look good for him.
It doesn't, because, we're expecting Malignaggi to be moving around, showing his boxing ability, and it's difficult if you don't have power. Because the guy's gonna come, has nothing to be fearful of, and keep coming and putting pressure on you. See, in a situation right there, Malignaggi should be first, but Ricky Hatton's first. Boxers always have to be first, especially if you have a good jab. You got to get that jab working.
Well, Paulie Malignaggi had a good first round, but increasingly it becomes clear. If he's going to win rounds, he'll have to do so with his feet. And all too often, he's finding himself locked up inside with Ricky Hatton in a no-win battle.
Well, they're two crowd-pleasing personalities, but their styles are not exactly crowd-pleasing.
You're fighting in his rhythm. You understand? Stay on the outside and just use your jab, Paulie. Okay? There's no need to be inside. There's no need. Okay, if you're inside, you work. If you're not going to work, stay on the outside. Nice shot.
Don't give him a chance to breathe. If you need to slide, if you need to slide, if you need, go ahead. Go ahead. If you need to slide back, get to the punching room. That's what you need. Snatch your hand out and get to the punching room.
Shorten your punches up on the inside. Don't be throwing them too wild. Bring your hands up, faint jab, move your head in the way in.
Okay, seconds out, guys. Let's go, champ.
All right.
Just to underline what Larry Merchant said about the styles not exactly conspiring to please fans. Average punches through the 5th round. Hatton 9 out of 50. Malignaggi 8 out of 36. In other words, neither guy has been able to average double figures in landed punches through the fight. That is scratch and sniff all the way. And you heard Buddy McGirt begging Malignaggi, stay outside. Don't get into clinches with Ricky Hatton. Is this better for Malignaggi, Lennox?
Well, it's a lot better for Malignaggi because he's not getting hit and he's using his boxing ability. This is what we expect from him. And, you know, as far as his jab is concerned, he needs to throw it overtime, even double jabs. Right now, he's content to throw one jab at a time. A guy like Ricky Hatton, Malignaggi should be throwing triple jabs. Jab, 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 left hook. Because if he's a left-handed puncher, he's supposed to work double the time, triple the time with that left hand. There he goes. He's waiting for Ricky Hatton to come in when he should really start it. He should be first.
Like that. That's the way for Malignaggi to actually win rounds. Keep Hatton off of him with the jab and step away.
He should be first throwing the punches and last throwing the punches.
This round has gone better for Paulie. There haven't been nearly as many clinches in the round. Not as many situations where he's reached out and grabbed Hatton and pulled him to him. He gets hit with a left hand there.
And Hatton is showing a little bit here of slip. He's not lunging in. He's a little bit under control when he comes forward, moving his head as you just saw there, doing better.
Yeah, I mean, what he's doing is he's allowing Paulie to miss, and he slips to one side and comes back whether with a right hand or a left hook. Also, what he's doing is waiting for Paulie to throw that jab so he can block it and come back with his own jab.
And he's controlling the territory. This isn't a territorial game like football, but you get a sense that he's controlling what part of this ring they're in.
Yeah,
and he's in charge.
And he's comfortable. He looks comfortable, and he seems like he feels good about the situation in the ring.
But in terms of landed punches, Malignaggi has his best round of the fight. And the color of the fight changes slightly in the 6th. Best known fighter in the sport against the #1 pound for pound, Oscar De La Hoya versus Manny Pacquiao. Saturday, December 6th, live on HBO pay-per-view.
Okay? All right, don't worry about the crowd. Get in your rhythm like you're doing now, okay? All right, there we go now. Now I want the straight right hand, not that uppercut. If you're here, shoot it. Outside, no good. All right? Let's get to the double jab, okay? Give me more face.
Paulie Malignaggi given credit by CompuBox for landing 15 punches in the 6th round. Every single one of them was a jab. Harold, how do you have it through 6?
Okay, Jim. 5 rounds to 1, 59-55, Ricky Hatton. Jim, Ricky Hatton couldn't ask for more than a guy who can't punch and is going to stand right in front of him and wrestle with him and let Hatton score the hardest shots inside. And that's what we got here. Paulie can only fight if he moves, if he throws the 7-8 punch combinations that made him what he is. You know, Paulie was always a guy who threw a lot of shots. When he gets inside now, all he's doing is one jab, one jab, one jab. Where are the 6-punch combination? 5-1, Hatton.
Stop. Let him up.
Is he missing the 6-punch combinations because he's reticent to release his hands that way, Lennox?
Well, you know, he's going up against a guy that's giving him a lot of pressure. And what he needs to do is, like Harold says, throw those combinations. And like I say, you know, as far as throwing his jab, he needs to throw triple, double jabs, double hooks, everything with his left hand, but they have to be double and triple.
Well, we're seeing 4- and 5-punch combinations, but they're coming from Ricky Hatton. And Hatton has rocked Malignaggi with a couple of big lefts in this round. And there's another one.
See, Malignaggi, when he gets hit, he's looking to put his head down. He should be looking to keep his head up and score back.
Frankly, Malignaggi is fighting so defensively at times, it looks as though he's given up on winning the fight and is simply trying to get through it. He doesn't have the kind of body language that suggests that he really knows what he needs to do to win the fight.
Well, you know, he knows that Ricky Hatton is always coming, so he's trying to set him up and making him walk onto a left hand. Whether he can make him walk onto a left-right or have the power to make him walk onto a left-right is a question. But Malignaggi hasn't thrown that right hand a lot or overthrown it today like he's supposed to be.
Malignaggi landed a couple of good counter left-hand shots. There's another one, as suddenly he is timing Hatton's assaults and getting off first.
Hatton looks very eager to fight. Walked into a couple of punches and landed a couple there. And given what he goes through with weight, it's rather impressive that he's fighting 3 minutes of every round after having to take off 40 to 45 pounds between fights.
Right, he doesn't look under-conditioned in this fight.
You know, eventually that's going to catch up with you. Age catches up to you, and it's, you know, when you put on, when the age catches up to you, it's harder to take off that weight.
No. Let him up.
Big left by Hatton walking in. Just busted Malignaggi right across the chops. And that punctuates a round in which Ricky Hatton landed several solid shots.
You're giving me too many left hooks, you understand me? Okay, listen to me. You're not giving me enough right hand. Every time you throw the right hand, you're hitting them. Okay? Give me the right hands off the jab, baby.
Keep the jab going on his ass.
Your jab work good when you use it, man. You don't use it enough. All right then. Let me get Ray.
This side over here, boss.
And here we see Hatton wobbling Malignaggi with a straight left. This is a punch that seems to be getting through by Hatton frequently.
Very active round, round 7 for Ricky Hatton. 18 out of 45 landed, according to CompuBox. That's the high number of connected punches in the fight for Hatton. 12 of the 18 were power shots. Malignaggi landing 12 out of 37. A couple of counter right hands, mostly left jabs. You heard Buddy McGirt asking Paulie Malignaggi to throw more rights. Floyd Mayweather in Hatton's corner said, your jab works when you use it more.
Good punch.
There's a right hand by Malignaggi. And that's exactly why McGirt was asking for it. Because at this point, Hatton doesn't expect Malignaggi to throw right hands.
No, and you know, these are the type of punches he needs to throw to keep Hatton off. You know, whether his hands can withstand him throwing more of those, but this is what he needs to do.
And he's only going to keep Hatton off momentarily because Ricky's made clear that he doesn't think Paulie can hurt him and is willing to simply walk through his stuff.
Well, what he's walking through is jabs, and most boxers, if you give them the choice between walking through a jab and a right hand, they'll rather walk through a jab. And Ricky knows that there's no right hand coming after that jab, so it makes his job a lot easier.
Another Big left hand by Hatton moves Malignaggi 3 feet back. There's the right hand landing again for Paulie Malignaggi as he pops Hatton while moving away. Again, Malignaggi reaches out to grab Hatton. Kenny Bayless warns Malignaggi.
Watch the elbow. Work out, work out. Stop.
You know, Malignaggi, you know, although he gets in there, he doesn't do any inside fighting.
That's the point.
And
once they're in a clinch, he doesn't try to throw punches.
No, I mean, that left hand, that he needs to be working overtime. He needs to be either working the right hand inside or something, but he's looking to reach out and hold.
A left and an uppercut from Hatton shook Malignaggi momentarily.
Again.
And as you suggested earlier, Jim, Malignaggi's body language is not that of a winner.
Nope.
This is where I would be telling Ricky Hatton to, you know, after he throws that jab, throw uppercut, because Malignaggi will duck, and that's where he's going. He's looking to hold and grab.
Stop! No. Don't wrestle. There we go.
There's that uppercut.
Now, right here, I want you to do this right here. See, y'all throw it, it's a quick throw punch. So you straight right hand, left hook, right down the middle. Wow. See? So right down the middle.
Listen, on the inside, he's pulling your head down, hitting you with the uppercut. Stay from the inside. There's no need for you to be inside. Okay? You feeling okay? Okay, so Paulie, let's go, baby. Let's start getting to the double jabs in the straight right hand. Okay? Now, if the right hands don't land, don't worry about the
And here we look at Malignaggi's best punch, which is a right hand, one of the only few right hands he's thrown in this fight. And here's Hatton throwing a straight right, and this is where the uppercut comes in, because Malignaggi puts down his head after he throws his punches.
Malignaggi's face is marked, and there's room there for Hatton to maybe create some bleeding if he can get to some of those marks. Hatton's left eye has been swelling since early in the fight. And he rips Malignaggi with a left hook, and Malignaggi sticks out his tongue and clowns for him a little bit, but everyone could see the impact of the punch.
There we go.
I don't think that was a tongue lashing for Hatton.
Time, Mitchell.
Don't know what's going on with these gloves.
Taped gloves.
And they're taped it a couple times in the corner. They need to get better tape than that. That is the wrong tape to be using.
He got a chance to tie his shoes after being wobbled by a big Juan Lascano combination in the 10th round in Manchester back in May. That was an eye-opener for some observers at a moment when Hatton seemed to need at least kind consideration, and got it.
All right, that's good. All right.
After that fight, Hatton fired trainer Billy Graham, who had been with him since boyhood, and hired Floyd Mayweather Sr., in effect preventing Mayweather from being able to work with Oscar De La Hoya for De La Hoya's upcoming fight with Manny Pacquiao. Hatton seems to feel as though he can do business in this round.
Well, they've had a long enough rest, but I'm sure Hatton feels that
Work out of there.
There are
that he's winning this fight.
Bruises under both of the eyes of Malignaggi.
Work out, fellas. Come on, here we go.
And it looks as though his spirit has been bruised as well.
Oh, no. Work out. Stop.
know, in a fight like this where you see Malignaggi has such great boxing ability and he's just relying on his jab, it makes me feel that something's wrong with his right hand. He's not throwing as much as he should be, really dependent on his left hand. And, you know, I just feel that he's just one-handed in there, and he's at a disadvantage.
I have a wild hunch it doesn't matter. I mean, even if his right hand were absolutely perfect, he's never had power in it anyway. And it seems to me as though if he's reluctant to throw his right hand, it's partially because of Ricky Hatton's counter left hooks and the accuracy and the quickness with which Hatton has been ripping him. Looking at Malignaggi in this fight, I think you have to credit his managers and his promoters with a good job getting him to the top rung of the 140-pound weight class. For a guy with no power whatsoever to have gotten into this fight against Ricky Hatton, that's pretty good business work.
I agree. Very good management. He's a good little fighter, but when you get to the top of the list, you're going to fight somebody who's stronger than him.
It's inevitable.
You're forcing the clinches. When he's getting close to you, you're reaching out. No need for that, Paulie. If you're gonna go in with a double jab. Don't go in and force the clinch, because as soon as your hands go on the outside, he's coming up the middle.
You lose.
Let him grab me.
Huh?
Let him grab me.
Yeah, when you let it, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. When you do that, push him off you. Push him off, break with left hook, right hand. Like I told you, man. Hey.
And here you see Ricky hitting Malignaggi with a good punch. Malignaggi accepting it, realizing he got hit with a good punch, sticking out his tongue saying, yeah, you got me, but I'm still here.
Paulie Malignaggi landed 1 out of 7 attempted power punches in the 9th round. Again, in CompuBox counting, a power punch is anything other than a jab. Malignaggi has landed an average of fewer than 3 power punches per round in the fight. Harold, how do you have it through 9?
Okay, Jim, 89, 82, 8 rounds to 1, Ricky Hatton. Jim, I got to tell you something. This is not the Paulie Malignaggi I know. And I've seen most of his fights because I'm a New Yorker. Jim, he's not moving. The 5-6 punch combinations ain't there. He's standing right in front of this guy, letting him get inside, and Ricky Hatton is much stronger, landing the stronger, cleaner shots and winning the fight on clean, effective punching. It's not Malignaggi. It's a different guy altogether.
No, it is not.
Should be boxing.
It is Malignaggi, Harold. It's cause and effect. Hatton isn't let him being the Malignaggi that you saw against lesser fighters. He's jumping across the ring. He's very quick getting into Malignaggi, who can't escape him except by getting on a bicycle, and that's not his style.
Hold it, let him up.
As Hatton said coming into the fight, I respect Malignaggi, but his big wins are over Lovemore and Doe and Herman Ngoja. I have fought better opposition than that. I think at the end of the day, you have to credit Hatton with being correct on that score. But his wins over Luis Collazo and Jose Luis Castillo and Juan Arango and other fighters like that add up to more.
Castazu, who's maybe the best 140-pounder we've seen.
Watch the glove. Stop.
Hatton beat Zoo at the end of his career before a huge and tumultuous crowd in Manchester. That's really the fight that made him an international star.
Made him quit.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there you have it again. Malignaggi electing to hold and not really box inside. This is part of the fight.
Watch your heads. Watch. Okay, here we go. Watch your heads.
You know, Ricky's sensing this fight's going 100% his way. He has to be careful. I don't think he has to be careful of any power shots by Malignaggi, but, you know, he wants to end this fight with 2 good rounds and a good performance.
Well, Hatton Hatton's a competitor. He'd love to walk away with a knockout. It's not going to be that easy, given that Malignaggi appears to be more interested in finishing the rounds, holding when necessary, and hasn't found an answer to try to give himself a chance to win.
Relax, Rick, relax, just relax.
Take your time.
I don't know what Mayweather has done for Hatton, but he hasn't hurt him.
Well, you know, I did see some good things in there. You know, like I said, he's slipping to a side and trying to parry some punches.
You get a bit excited with that. Just get your position first.
Yeah. You need you to keep pressure on him, keep your hand up good, or move your head.
Every time I
Your
hit him,
hand
I
up.
hit him, and that's a problem.
Don't reach in with it. You don't have to reach in.
Every time
You understand me?
I'm good.
I know, but you're not punching. I'm not gonna see you take these shots. Okay?
Sounds to me as though Buddy McGirt is telling Paulie Malignaggi that he might stop the fight unless Malignaggi can do better in these last couple of rounds. Now that has to be an ego deflator for Malignaggi. Maybe Buddy is simply trying to wake the fighter up and say, you're in a desperate situation. I'm going to threaten your ego by telling you that I might stop this fight. You had better throw some punches.
What could be more desperate than a fighter who appears to be way behind and he can't knock his opponent out? It's like being out in the middle of the ocean with nothing in sight but water.
And having been hammered by two left hands inside, he grabbed Hatton's leg before Bayless pulled him apart.
You know, I
Shot.
think his trainer's thinking about throwing in the towel
They're going to
right
throw it
now.
in right now. You are exactly right. Absolutely right, Lennox Lewis. Buddy McGirt came up the steps and he pushes Malignaggi away as Malignaggi complains to him.
No, I think he did the right thing because there was no way he's going to win the fight. And what is he going to do? Just accept punishment all the time?
Well, and he was getting a beating.
Shots.
He was getting a beating in the body, and Malignaggi is very hurt and humiliated. He wanted to go the distance at least, and you can feel his pain in a way, both physically and emotionally.
Now, in case you missed this, here's what's going on in the ring. And as Kenny Bayless pulls them apart, Buddy McGirt comes up the steps. See him behind Malignaggi over there in the corner? And he has a Nevada State Athletic official with him waving the towel. This makes clear to Kenny Bayless that they want the fight stopped. Hatton throws his arms up. Now watch what happens between McGirt and Malignaggi. As Malignaggi says, how could you do that? He pushes McGirt away, and vice versa.
You know, most boxers want to finish the round. You got one round left. Obviously, you want to go out on your feet. You don't want a fight to be stopped like that. But, you know, a trainer has his duty. And, you know, there was no way that Malignaggi was going to win this fight anyway. He just didn't want to get any unnecessary shots or be humiliated anymore.
He was out of it from round 3 on. Ricky Hatton rolling to a TKO victory. Michael Buffer has the official particulars.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at the MGM Grand, referee Kenny Bayless calls a halt to the contest. The official time, 28 seconds, round number 11. The winner by TKO victory, still the IBO Ring Magazine.
All right, gentlemen, you were given your instructions to weigh in. Please obey my commands, respect the belt, and above all, protect yourself at all times. Trunks are good. Touch them up. Touch the gloves, gents. James, touch the man's glove. Thank you. Okay, thank you.
James is coming in with an attitude already.
Well, that's the man. It's a cruiserweight fight, but the winner will, in all likelihood, try to call out a heavyweight after the fight. Not just any heavyweight, the one named Jones. One key tactical element. Vassiliy Jirov, as we mentioned, will bend over to try to go to James Toney's belly. Can Toney catch him with an uppercut and change his life?
Yes, he can. And also, I saw Jirov get hurt by a left hook.
Some observers say, and Emmanuel, I think I heard you say this earlier this evening, that you've never really seen James Toney hurt in the ring.
Never saw him hurt, and for the most part, never saw him really beaten decisively. You know, just Roy beat him because Roy was just Roy with his speed. But, you know, James is fighting a smart fight right now. He's seemingly trying to shoot the straight right hand through the center and gives very, very little of a target.
And Jirov hasn't gotten to that breadbasket yet. He throws one left into the belly.
Jirov is having a lot of problems already trying to find a way to properly hit Toney. And it looks better for James at this stage right now than Jirov at the first.
When we talk about old school, look at Toney's use of his hands, his head, the way he rolls away from punches, the way he wraps the right hand. He does things that you might have seen in the 30s and 40s and not as much today.
No, he uses every part of his body to protect himself.
Maybe Bernard Hopkins is the one other fighter who shows you the same kinds of tricks that Toney will foster during the fight.
But more so, I think, yeah, probably next, but I think James is probably leading it. The only thing, James has had a lot more wear and tear on him than Bernard.
Hard right hand by Toney. Best punch of the round, backed Jirov off half a step. Jirov took it though, keeps coming. There's a left to the body by Jirov, the first one to really dig in. Toney shaking his head as if to say, you're not going to hurt me with that.
Jirov still can't find a comfortable angle to land punches in.
Little right hand by Toney, back Jirov out. Jirov lands the left himself. Jirov jabbing, but kind of half-heartedly. Toney pops him with one in return. And you see the defensive skills of Toney there.
Yeah, but Jirov is putting a lot of pressure on him. He's making him work a lot faster and more than he normally would work.
Mental pressure from round to round, like few opponents have been able to do to James Toney.
Yes, yes.
Hard punches by Jirov there. Hard right hand by Toney. Backs Jirov up.
Good
Both
round.
guys had their moments.
Very good round. And I think it's going to get better as the fight goes on.
Hey, look, take that down. Look, you got to keep hitting something. You know what I'm saying? All right? All right? Vassiliy, see? Look, keep hitting something. Follow what I'm saying? And look, remember, when he plants that foot, step around and get a clean shot. You got me?
Yep, sir.
All right. How you feel?
Okay. Why don't you use that jab a little bit more and use those feints a little bit more, okay? All right? You've got to come back with more than one shot from me, okay? All right? You came back with the one counter real nice, okay? You can come back with two, okay? Yeah, behind the right hand, you want to go? Okay. Behind the right hand, put the left hook, right? Okay, give him a drink. That's all right.
There's the one right hand counter by James Toney.
Toney is landing the more effective and precise punches, but with the pace that Jirov is setting, if Toney doesn't knock him out, it's going to be pretty rough on him going down the stretch.
And Jirov was the one who was landing combinations, and now Toney fighting hard off the ropes, and Jirov bangs him back into them.
Yeah, Jirov has been very physical with James.
Tommy Brooks and Thel Torrance training Jirov want him to go in and be the boss from the start. They don't want Toney to gather any confidence in the fight.
No, one of the things when you fight any fighter, if you can make him fight at a little bit faster pace than he normally fights, that you have a great advantage.
Well thrown straight right hand by Toney. Jirov with a good left to the belly.
Body shot him.
Toney didn't like it.
No.
Now Jirov lands upstairs and blocks Toney's left. Small trickle of blood out of the right nostril of Vassiliy Jirov. No doubt the product of one of Toney's accurate counter shots.
Toney's very accurate with his shots.
Toney steps into a southpaw stance as Jirov rakes him with the left, comes back with the right to the top of the head, another right on the temple, jab, Toney not throwing much, Jirov to the body. Jirov throwing more upstairs than Toney might have expected and landing.
And even though he's not landing all of them, he's landing enough of them. And Toney is, I don't think, prepared for this pace.
Vassiliy Jirov, despite a 14-month layoff, comes in and fights the first 2 rounds at a blistering pace. And Toney is able to fight back only intermittently, though effectively when he does.
And he's going to have to throw a left hook behind that right hand, too, because he's trying to land it all with the right hand. And the pace is just a lot faster than he wants. And you can see him landing the ropes down to support himself.
And Vassiliy got the left to the belly again. And Jirov throws at close range as Toney backed him off for a moment with a right to the chest. But again, the fast pace. Jirov's hands releasing at a rate that Toney just can't match. If Vassiliy Jirov can handle James Toney's big shots, he's going to wear him out at this rate.
Yeah, and Toney's not a particular really big, dangerous puncher, but he's a good puncher. But at the pace that Jirov is setting right now, it looks pretty rough for James.
There's a low blow from Jirov. Steve Smoger tells him to keep it up. Jirov lands low again. Smoger didn't see that one. Toney comes back with a body shot and a right. A lot of action here.
I'm surprised that James hasn't thrown his left hook more.
In the first 2 rounds of the fight, Vassiliy Jirov is averaging 90 punches a round, and he's making James Toney work at a rate that isn't comfortable for him. Irish Mickey Ward of Lowell, Mass. 1-1 in his battles against Arturo Gatti. And now that the deal has been made for the 3rd fight, and Mickey doesn't like the deal, he's got new incentives. Low blow by Jirov there. And this one should give James Toney 5 minutes to recover.
You can have up to 5, James. Take your time. 5-minute clock.
Now this comes after Jirov threw 102 punches in the second round and landed 12 solid shots to the body.
Next one is a point. That's it.
Here's a look.
Next one's a point.
Blood curdling.
That was a low, low blow.
Well, and it's the second one that Smoger saw, but he did not deduct a point. Instead, he warned Jirov that the next time around a point would be deducted. He could have done so this time. Good night, Emmanuel.
He's giving him a break, but I don't think it's going to help him if he does it again. I think he's going to be very crucial and probably take points away from him.
And Toney comes right back out with aggression, firing right hands to try to show Jirov he's not diminished in any way by the low blow. And a big right hand by Toney, and Jirov keeps throwing, although without any balance. Toney jumps on it. Jirov's hands are down, and Toney takes advantage to land. But now James has to take a walk. Right on the belt line by Jirov. He's going to have trouble keeping him up, Manny.
Yes, and he's got the fight pretty much going in this way is control for him, but if he starts shooting those low punches, it can be crucial in this fight here because it's not going to be a one-sided fight to score.
Straight right hand by Toney, very effective. He's so quick.
And if James started coming back with the left hook, he'll really have something going for himself.
So far, Jirov taking Toney's punches well. When they trade at close range, Toney's quicker.
Yes.
His hands are quick.
And much shorter punches, too. Good right hand.
That right hand wobbled Jirov momentarily, but Jirov comes plunging forward again, trying to keep the pressure on Toney. Jirov's left eye beginning to swell slightly.
He's got those high cheekbones.
Good body shot by Jirov.
But the effective punches are coming from Toney.
And Hard left hand by Jirov and a straight left to the belly. Drives Toney back into the ropes. Good quick right hand counter by Toney. Both guys have shown what it is they can do and what they like to do in the first 3 rounds. Left and a right by Jirov. Another left to the body, again right on the belt line. Smoker was in perfect position. Let him have it. Finally, Jirov slips a punch. And Toney winks at the announcers as he goes back to his corner.
Great. Hey, look.
James is a
You gotta
warrior.
move your head on the inside, partner. You know what I'm saying? Where's that in swell at? Drop your hands, drop your hands. You gotta move your head on the inside, partner. You know what I'm saying? And look, you gotta throw more punches. Just don't be standing there, you know what I'm saying, man?
Yep.
Just like we worked on in the gym. Follow me?
Yep.
Okay.
Angles and set in room, all right? Don't move straight back, off in your angles, all right?
Freddie
Just keep
Roach.
using those angles and keep turning this guy. You feel the ropes coming up for when you get off him, okay, son? All right?
I guess, baby.
Okay.
Now, here's what Smoker's watching on the low blows, Emmanuel.
Yes, a lot of those blows are low. They're not dangerously low, but the fact that they're going low, and it's up to the referee. The one that he got to warning on was just obviously very badly low. But if he continues to punch like that, it may be a big, big factor on him going down the stretch, and I think he's going to do that more.
Big connect advantage for Toney in round 3. Had a huge round, landing 36 punches to only 12 for Jirov. Power connects through 3. They're about equal. 51 out of 164 Jirov. Toney 54 out of 104. Thrillingly accurate. Harold, how do you have it through 3?
Okay, Jim. 29-28, 2 rounds to 1. James lights out Toney. Jim, I thought he did enough to outpunch Vassiliy Jirov and win the first round. A big second round for Jirov, but then Toney came back after that low blow and certainly won the 3rd round. Jim, I gotta tell you something that I see that I don't know if anybody else sees. James Toney is wearing a mouthpiece that just absolutely looks too big for him. Now, I mean, his face is absolutely distorted, and this has been since the opening bell. I don't know. You know, he may be having a hard time breathing through that mouthpiece.
What do you think, Emmanuel, about the mouthpiece of Toney?
No comment.
So you think it's okay, in other words?
He must be used to it, I'm quite sure. You wouldn't go into a big fight with a new mouthpiece. At least I hope not.
Well, you certainly wouldn't expect a guy who's fought 70 fights to go into a fight with a new mouthpiece.
No,
he's got to know what he's doing.
But it does look too big. I agree with Harold.
Yeah, but it's every fighter's comfort zone. Maybe big is what he likes. Now, do you think Jirov has been inhibited at all by the danger of throwing low punches and getting penalized?
I think it may have slowed him down a lot from throwing, and he got his whole attack off because I know that they were concentrating a lot on trying to hurt James to the body. James keeps his body with his arms wrapped around him, so it's very difficult to penetrate his body, though.
You can almost see Jirov concentrating on not letting his left hand drift as far down on the arc for that punch, but rather throwing it horizontally.
And when he takes his focus off of what he was doing to concentrate on that, it may put his whole battle plan off. Just enough for James to be effective.
Toney has countered with uppercuts, but much more effectively with straight right hands. Jirov's most effective stuff has been, as usual, his left hand to the body. Want to see a style contrast fight? Jirov-Tarver would be interesting. They're both tall southpaws, but one goes upstairs and one goes downstairs.
Both of them southpaws, so it would be a very good fight. Very interesting fight.
Toney measuring his performance now in round 4 without the same incentive that existed in round 3 when he was coming back from the low blow early. Jirov has managed to dominate the action here.
Well, you still have the age factor with James, and he's had a lot of fights and big fights too.
Physical activity in round 4 favors Jirov. Toney catches him with a good left hook counter to finish out the round.
Give it to me. You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Mouthpiece?
Yeah, here you go.
Anything.
Give it a little adrenaline in his own shoe.
Adrenaline and all. Well, you know, baby, eyes blow. Hey, listen, look, you got to keep beating on this guy, man. He's running out of gas, you know what I'm saying? He can't be going up and down in the weight like he's going, but you got to beat on him, though.
sir.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, let's back this guy up a little bit there. Let's take charge this round, okay, son? All right? Come on. I want you to break this guy down. Let's go to work. Okay? All right. He's ready to go. Mouthpiece.
Round 5, baby. We need some money.
James Toney says to Freddie Roach, I'm breaking him down. You agree, Emmanuel?
Yeah, I think he's been more effective with his short punches. And you know, both guys are telling the other corner the same thing. But the real key punch to me is James Toney's left hook. If he can ever start landing the hook, I think he's going to hurt Jirov a little better than even the right hand.
Well, for some fighters, it's really hard to land the left hook against a southpaw because of the angle. But of course, Jirov squares up and makes himself available more than most southpaws.
He gets square and he's got his right hand down because he's always looking for right hands. He's never looking for the left hook.
CompuBox numbers through 4 find Toney landing 108 out of 245. That's a great connect percentage of 44%. Jirov 86 out of 326. James Toney lands a lot of punches for a counterpuncher because he lets his hands go freely.
Yes, he's landing clean, short, effective punches directed to the center of Jirov's face. And so as a matter of fact, as the fight goes on, Jirov might swell up a lot more.
Only 25 times in CompuBox history has a fighter landed more than 400 punches in a championship fight. One man, and only one, has done that 4 times. That's James Toney. The most punches ever landed in a championship fight, that's Vassiliy Jirov. That's why we expected a great fight tonight.
That's right.
A trade again. Wailing to the body, Jirov remains accurate through the last 2 rounds, getting to the center of the breadbasket. Toney still countering brilliantly.
Toney's landing the short, accurate punches, but Jirov is still making him fight at a pace that I don't think a man his age wants to fight at.
Jirov's face is busting up, though. Trickle of blood from the right nostril, both eyes swelling around the high cheekbones. There will be work to be done in Jirov's corner for cutman James Ispriduli, as well as for Tommy Brooks and Thel Torrance, who both know a thing or two about it themselves. Good combination by Jirov in the center of the ring. Takes one to give one.
Come on, son, let's go. You gotta hit something.
Body shots backing Toney off again. Good left hook by Toney, but Jirov landing 2 to take 1 as he keeps throwing to the body. This is a war. This is an all-out war.
God. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Hey, look, listen. I'm telling you, champ, the only way to win this thing and to keep your title, man, is to beat on this sucker, man.
Okay.
You can't be standing out there fucking looking, man. You gotta beat on his ass.
Finish this guy, okay? You put 2 together, it's there for you.
He's about to go. He's about to go anytime, JT. Come back with your hit, man. When you throw it up, you gotta come back with your hook.
Now, James, the key to that round was backing him up. He can't fight going backwards, son.
Let's watch Toney throw the uppercut, scoring there.
And those kind of punches really cause your eye to close up very easy. Those glazing shots like that cause a lot of injury to the eyes.
No question about who looks the worse for wear as the result of the action to this point in the bout. Round 6 begins. Power punches in the 5th round, though. Toney, 18 out of 31. Jirov, 20 out of 50. And you heard Tommy Brooks asking for even more activity from Jirov. Go hit him.
beat on him, he said. I'm not sure how much more Jirov can let his hands go in this situation. Takes a hard right hand shot and a left and a right.
And he's not sitting down between rounds, too. I only know one guy who effectively did that was Big George Foreman. But George didn't waste that much energy. George picked his punches.
The most relaxed fighter I've seen in the modern era.
Yes, very relaxed man. But I think that Jirov would be better off if he would sit down and take a rest.
You can see the consternation in Tommy Brooks and Thel Torrens' eyes. Well, at least you can see it in Tommy's eyes. Thel Torrens is such a flatliner, you barely know that his fighter's fighting. He's emotion-free over there.
I guess he used to being so quiet, working with Eddie Futch all those years as assistant to Eddie. Let Eddie do most of the talking.
Smoker's letting them go. For a fight with this much physical activity, leaning all over each other, Smoker's letting them fight. Oh, what a display of counter shots by James Toney. This is brilliant stuff. Toney grinning as he controls the action.
And he's fighting where he wants to be, where he can stay in the ropes and don't have to use his legs.
Toney chatting with his corner people as Jirov bangs chopping right hands off his head. Solid shots from Toney. Jirov taking them well and coming forward.
Right back. Jirov has never backed up.
Vassiliy Jirov only knows one way to fight. He comes straight forward, digging to the belly, taking shots upstairs. And I wonder if Toney's strength and stamina are going to hold up against Jirov's continued effort.
Jirov has never backed up. Even though he's been hit with great shots, he always comes right back. Still making James work.
Not an easy fight to score.
Nope.
What a round.
Very good.
They got the cruiserweight version of Gaddy Ward brewing here.
It's turned out to be one tremendous fight. No one has been hurt seriously still.
In the small room at Foxwoods. And Perfect 10 magazine Girl of the Decade Ashley Degenford has won a lot of fans between rounds, delivering the round card action with the same intensity with which Vassiliy Jirov pursues James Toney's ribcage. Ashley says if I can flirt with him just a little bit, I think they'll remember the Perfect 10. That's the flirt.
You gotta move your head, you just can't walk to the guy straight. Yes, sir. Move your head, baby. Come on, guys, let's go. Top piece. Don't get careless. Like the first round. Like the first round. Okay. I warned him.
Wipe that up.
Power connects in round 6. By CompuBox estimate, Jirov 15 out of 65. Throwing a lot, but that's only a 23% connect percentage. Toney, 27 out of 47. Phenomenal 57% accuracy, and a lot of them hard connects to the face. Harold, how do you have it halfway through?
Okay, Jim, I got it also a very, very close fight. 57-57, 3 rounds apiece. I got it all even to this point. All the odd rounds to James Toney. All the even rounds to Vassiliy Jirov. 2, 4, and 6 to Jirov. That 6th round, Vassiliy Jirov was just too busy. I thought he evened it up in the 6th round. But, Jim, you know, we talk about defense. Very rarely do you give a guy credit for defense. But James Toney gives you half the body to swing at. Great defense from behind that shoulder. Much like Floyd Mayweather did last week. Keeps that shoulder high, you can't hit him.
Well, certainly Toney is by far the superior defender to Jirov, given that even Tommy Brooks acknowledged yesterday, hey, Vassili's offense is his defense.
Yes.
Lest you think that Vassiliy Jirov will wilt under this punishment. won't like the pain of what James Toney's dealing out to him. Just remember that Kazakh national boxing coach Alex Apachinsky raised Jirov on a diet of such strange exercises as putting him in a closed hallway with German shepherds piped to the gills, or dropping him in the middle of a lake 3 miles from shore and paddling away. These are the kinds of things Jirov learned on, and it's hard to imagine he's going to wilt under any punishment.
Yeah, but one solid right hand to the head can change all of that.
It could. It could indeed. It could leave Apachinsky back in Kazakhstan saying, well, I didn't tell him about that.
Yeah, but so far, it seems like he's withstood all of it and continually come right back and got the best of every one of the exchanges at the tail end of it.
Jirov throwing and throwing, Toney picking his spots and hitting him. Brilliant, tough, accurate counter-punching by Toney, who lands a big left hook upstairs. The Russian Tiger keeps coming forward, stalking, trying to get to Toney's breadbasket.
Come on, beat on him. Beat on him.
It's astonishing, Emmanuel, that men can do this.
Yes, and then all of the blows that Jirov has taken, he still comes right back and is pushing James Toney to the limit.
Jirov threw 92 punches in the 7th round, his high for the fight. Toney threw 78 punches in the 7th round, his high for the fight. It wasn't quite the 9th round of Gatti Ward 1, but it was memorable stuff.
That's it. Okay, that's right. Neutral corner.
Another low blow. This is going to cost Jirov a point.
Low blow.
Going to cost him a point, and it's going to put him within 2 low blows of a possible disqualification.
Stay up. Stay up. Stay up.
Good advice.
You need time? You sure? Okay. Regular clock. Regular clock.
It is a huge mouthpiece.
It is.
And now the last time Toney had to take time off after a low blow, he came back and dominated the round after that. Seemed to be energized by it. But here he gets raked by another body shot as he comes out of the corner and seems to be more measured. Look at the quick hands release for James Toney.
Short right hands.
Veteran boxing promoter Dan Goosen has his 3rd promotional business at play now. A brand new partnership with Southern California real estate mogul Ronnie Tudor. And he's built the whole organization around his belief that James Toney is going to rise back to the superstar level. He felt like the proper way to incentivize James was to say, James, I'm going to ride on your stardom. And Toney has responded to that. He says, I'm going to take the big goose to the top. Jirov having another big round now, trying to get back the point that he's lost for the low blow deduction. Toney lands 2 huge right hands.
Here comes James Toney right back.
And here comes Jirov stalking the body again. Jirov just never tires, Emmanuel.
Never tires. He's putting a lot of pressure. James is fighting a good fight, but James doesn't want to fight at this tempo.
Big left hook for Toney. And the little right hand combo. Jirov keeps coming. It's a huge round for Jirov if he can win it, because he will avert the 1-point deficit that would have come from the deduction for the low blow. And with that last big left, Jirov just may have sealed the round.
James Toney is very, very tired now.
Hey, drop your hands. You got to pick the pace up, okay? Get that towel. Don't squeeze it. I'm not. You got to pick the pace up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look. We depend on this guy to run out of gas, man. But you got to beat on him. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
All right.
JT, you're throwing those combinations. They're beautiful out there, okay? Now, hey, don't stand in front of this guy. You got to move that head for me, okay, son? All right? Use those angles, okay? Come on now, JT. All right, just pick it up a little bit more. All right,
low blow. Yep.
No.
Toney right hand. Power punches in round 8. Jirov 18 out of 57. Toney 18 out of 44. Going into the 9th round, Vassiliy Jirov's already thrown 654 punches in the fight, averaging more than 80 punches per round. Fast pace, forcing Toney to fight at a pace not in keeping with his lifestyle of the past 10 years. But James says he's in the best shape he's ever been in, and so far he's holding up.
He's in good shape. I think the tempo right now is still taking its toll on him now. Particularly at the end of the last round, I could see it when he went back to the corner.
And now his legs begin to top.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Slip, not a knockdown. Toney slipping right back into position for Jirov to bust him across the chops, and Toney goes to the body with good effect. Straight right hand busting Jirov right on the chin. Jirov's eyes have held up into the 9th.
Yep.
Looks like his vision will make it through the fight. Again, Toney's activity level drops as Jirov bashes into the ropes and starts to go to work. And again, Toney finds his opportunities to counter. Some of the snap seems to be coming out of Toney's punches.
Yes.
And that's what happens, of course, when somebody beats you to the body and beats you to the body over and over and over.
And he's using his shoulders to move Toney around. He's just making it a very physical fight. James has landed some tremendous shots, but after every one of those exchanges, Jirov keeps coming back and making him work, and making him work, and making him work, and making him work.
What a war of wills. Both guys fighting their fight.
He's smothering Toney right now.
Shortening the distance, limiting the damage of Toney's counter shots. Jirov just keeps beating him, beating him, beating him to the body. And Toney keeps coming back, but
he's hitting James
fewer and fewer punches.
Yes, James is getting hit on his shoulders, his elbows, everywhere.
Well, if you saw the movie Phone Booth, it wasn't as exciting as that.
One spot.
Breathe. Hey, look. I'll get the nose. Put that thing on him. 10th round coming up, bro. Look, you can't stand in front of this guy. You got to move your head, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
All right, just like we worked on in the gym, it's nothing different. This ain't no different, except this is for real now. You know what I'm saying?
Sir.
No different than the gym. This is for real, though.
Breathe from your mouth.
Look, you got to pick up the pace, too. You know what I'm saying? Beat on this guy.
Hear me? Okay?
What's up, Bob?
Two shots, man. More than one shot, baby. You need to pick it up. Now here. Run them. Run a combination for me, just like on the mitts for me, okay?
Yes, sir.
You run a combination off this, and here, keep stepping forward with the combination. All right, keep the pressure on this guy. You back him up. He's out of there, James. All right? James, he's looking for a reason to quit. Give him one. Okay, son? Come on now.
On the shoulder. Win the round. That's all I'm going to see you do.
Tonight's official scorers
James,
are
back
Glenn
him up.
Feldman of Connecticut, Melvina Lathan of New York, and Steve Weisfeld of New Jersey. Let's see how unofficial scorer Harold Letterman has it at ringside after 9.
Okay, Jim. You know, somehow or another, I just can't take it away from the effective aggressiveness of Vassiliy Jirov. 5-3, 1 even, 86-84, Vassiliy Jirov. I mean, basically, he's been coming forward, pinning James Toney on the ropes for the last 4 rounds, and just outworking him. That's all there is to it. Since the Jirov a clean, effective punching. Round 8, by the way, becomes 9-9 since Jirov won the round 10-9 and loses a point on a low blow.
Toney seemed to wobble Jirov momentarily, but Jirov barely even went backward. Just kept leaning forward.
James Toney is a true warrior.
And this is not an easy fight to score.
Nope.
Now Jirov's punch is losing snap as well.
Oh, yeah.
Both fighters justifiably tiring.
If Jirov would ever just take a break and lay back for a minute, Toney would take complete control.
Right hand by Toney wobbled Jirov. Jirov takes 3 more shots in a row. Toney's big opportunity right here.
Yes, it is.
This is the best chance James Toney's had to win this fight.
Yeah, and his left hook is a big shot for most of the set. In fact, he knocked out Michael Nunn with the left hook.
And Jirov is trying to protect himself the only way he knows how, by going forward and throwing more punches.
But he doesn't have any power in his punches now.
Does Toney have enough power left to get rid of him?
Toney's got so much experience in pro fights that he can fight off experience for a round or two and do things instinctively without even thinking about them.
He's hitting Jirov more or less at will. This has been a big round for Toney. 45 seconds left in the round. Jirov now tries to produce an energy burst, and that's what Toney's done up to this point. Punch is not coming from Jirov now. Toney's hurt him in this round. For men only. An amazingly aggressive offensive fight from both fighters.
That's the
big left hook by Toney. And the right hand. And the bell saves Jirov as he wobbles against the ropes.
Toney should throw more left hooks.
You got 2 rounds left, baby. Yes, sir. Drop your hands. Drop your hands. 2 rounds. You're going to have to fight. Look, he's looking for 1 shot, man, to stop you. You know what I'm saying? Don't give it to him. You got him over your head, baby. You got him over your head. You can't stand on the inside and not do nothing.
All right, now let's back this guy up like you did. Hey, walk him down now. Here, you had him. Okay, you don't let him off the hook. Okay. All right, you hurt him. Keep walking him down with the head movement. Okay. Walking down with head movement, dog.
Here's the end of the round action as Toney landed that huge left hook, and you heard Emmanuel Stewart say James should throw more left hooks. What an amazing round for Toney. Jirov landed 15 out of 104 punches in that round. Toney 44 out of 77. 60% of his punches. So clearly James Toney won the 10th. And what looks like a fairly even fight coming to the 11th. Kind of fight that's likely to raise the reputation of both fighters.
Yes, both guys going to have a lot of credibility after this fight here. James went to the corner at the end of, I think, the 9th round, totally exhausted, and comes back and fights such a great fight the 10th round. It's just a warrior inside of him. And he's got a lot of experience.
Tommy Brooks says to Jirov, you can't just stand in front of him without moving your head. Jirov says, yes, sir, then goes right back in and does the same thing.
But he's doing the best that he can. He's trying to win this fight just on outworking James Toney and wearing him down. No precision punching, no boxing, not even power punching, just trying to outwork him. And when you do that with a cagey guy like James, you're going to have to pay a price, even if you win the fight.
Toney looks the fresher of the two as they come down the stretch in the 11th. That in itself is amazing. And Jirov wobbles Toney with a right hand.
Slippery as hell.
Toney not throwing back. Jirov has no energy. And he backs out of the corner on his own. Now James begins to counter again and catches Jirov with a big left hook.
Now here James comes back.
The round has been mostly Toney, but Jirov nearly knocked Toney down. And is liable to win the round on that alone unless James produces another big rally. And here goes Jirov back to the body.
Right to the head. Right to the head.
Both fighters are married. I don't see how the wives can watch it.
Oh, this is a brutal fight here. And the thing about it, Jirov can box when he wants to, too, from his big amateur background. I've saw him get on his toes and box. But the strategy in this fight was just to try to just plain wear James Toney down.
What a courageous round by Vassiliy Jirov. He looked nearly out of it at the end of the 10th. He has come back and dominated the 11th round. This is an act of will by Jirov to take this round from Toney.
Unbelievable round, especially when you look at how bad he was hurt. But he's never backed up. Even when he was hurt, he comes right back in.
Tries the courage of these two fighters. What a show. 11 rounds down, 1 round to go.
That's one, baby. The last round coming up, bro.
He's losing the fight. You be careful. All right, this is your put it on him. Last round, he's losing the fight. Don't get careless. Box.
Okay, JT. Now here, listen to me. All right? Championship of the world right here, this round, okay? You gotta put this guy on his ass. I'm serious now, okay? All right? All right, he out-hustled you that round. Just don't let him out-hustle you. Come on, baby. Okay?
Freddie Roach told his fighter the truth.
Well, it's going to be hard to get out and outwork a guy like, Jirov. The only thing he can do is shoot power punches and hope that he can knock him out by putting everything in his punches.
Give it all you got. Hey, this is your life, son.
Just don't get
your life and your title. Let's go.
Tommy Brooks says to Vassiliy Jirov, this is your life. 3 minutes. The fight of the year comes down to the 12th round. In the 11th round, Jirov threw 100 punches and landed 30. Toney was 36 out of 68. Harold, how do you have it through 11?
Okay, Jim. 105, 103, 6, 4, 1 even. Vassiliy Jirov. Jim, I got to tell you, if James Toney lost this fight, it was because of 6, 7, 8, and 9, where Jirov was just too aggressive, took that big lead, and Toney just couldn't catch up. By the way, in that 11th round, when Toney went back, Steve Smoker pointed to the canvas. I think it was a slip. I mean, there's no question that this ring is wet, and Toney did slip back. But still, it all Jirov won it.
Well, you heard what both trainers had to say. You know what's at stake. If you haven't paid much attention to the cruiserweight division before now, maybe you will in the future. This would be the reason. Right hand by Jirov. Momentarily stunned Toney. Right hand by Toney catches Jirov flush. Crowd on its feet. Well, some of them. Such a small room, you don't have to stand up. Look at this.
Oh, my God.
He Jirov is hurt. Jirov is hurt. Almost out on his feet.
But he's still smothering James. He's still fighting James. He won't let James get in the punching rooms. Jirov is golden. Left hook again. The legs go again. Now James' experience is coming through now. Oh my God, look at this. Look at this.
Oh my gosh. Toney.
That's it. That's it.
Got him.
It's down.
Almost got him.
Got him down.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
He better do Julio Cesar and run across the ring right away. Oh!
Will the 2-point round have won the fight for Toney?
Maybe.
There we go.
Vassiliy Jirov can barely stand up to celebrate as he tries to raise his hands. James Toney almost got it done in the 12th with an amazing display of precision counterpunching.
Here we go. Yeah.
Both fighters elevate their careers in an extraordinary fight.
Wow. Two warriors.
Well, Emmanuel, I got a hunch we just watched chapter 1.
Yes. I want to see another one of these here. Forget going after Roy Jones Jr. I want to see these two fight again.
Harold, do you have it even after 12?
Absolutely, Jim. 6-5, 1 even for Jirov in rounds, but 113. I got it a draw.
Wow.
That's the import of the knockdown in the last 30 seconds of the fight. Here you are, Emmanuel.
Yes, totally exhausted. James got so much experience that even though he was tired, he was just fighting off his experience and doing things instinctively.
The CompuBox forecast for the fight predicted a split decision, 1-point win for Toney in a brilliant fight.
Oh.
Well, the brilliant fight part of it has certainly come true. Unbelievable series of shots that sent Vassiliy Jirov to the canvas, but by the time he got up, he had no more time left on the clock, did Toney, to finish him off. James Toney connected on 380 punches in the fight. 411 for Jirov. Let's go to Michael Buffer for the official particulars.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the scorecards. Glenn Feldman scores the contest, 117 to 109. Steve Weisfeld has it, 116 to 110. And Melvina Lathan scores it, 117 to 109. For the winner by unanimous decision, and new RDF Cruiserweight Champion of the World, James Lights Out Toney.
So the judges give victory to Toney for his brilliant display of counterpunching. And James Toney has resurrected his career with a magnificent performance against Vassiliy Jirov.
Ladies have received my instructions in the dressing room. Obey my commands. Protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves now, ladies. You're boxing at the bell. God bless you both.
Well, it's been a long time coming.
Here we go. Here we go. And here's a tale of the tape for that WBC Light Flyweight World Championship between Yesenia Gomez and Kim Clavel. And the reach advantage goes to Gomez. And obviously also the ring experience. Yeah, the rounds. Here we go, round 1.
Oh, they're starting to throw right away.
Gomez working the body out. Good left hook by Clavel.
Kim has got a boxer on the outside. She can't get a slugging because Gomez loves this kind of game inside, fighting. Nice combination by Kim. Let me tell you, if they could do this for 10 rounds, this could be fight of the year.
Well, let's see. Wow, the fight is off to a good start.
Let me tell you, this.
And right away, I mean, we can see why Gomez is a champion. I mean,
nice body shot, nice body shot. She hit her with the sun doesn't shine, but it's...
Yeah, it seemed like the referee thought that was under the belt, perhaps?
Yeah, he thought it was a low blow.
Both fighters are really active in this opening round.
I'm very surprised. You know, Kim usually is boxing on the outside, but Gomez didn't give her the chance to even start setting anything up. You know, she just jumped on her right away, so she has to fight. You know, so we'll see how this might come down to conditioning. It's only the first round they're going to work.
Yes.
Good body shot. Good left foot by Kim.
Oh, look at that combo.
Now this is what she's got to do. She got to step around like that. Beautiful.
Looks like Clavel is finding a rhythm a little bit, being able to fight from the outside a little bit more than during the first minute of the round. Another good left hook by Kim Clavel. Oh, good right hand now by the challenger. Well, we've got some action, Howard.
Beautiful, beautiful round, beautiful round. Kim's got too much skills and too much tools for Gomez.
You think so?
Yeah, she's got too much skill, but she can't stay there with her and have her start throwing these big bombs and hitting her with shot when she could just keep stepping off to the side. Look how she finished the round. Fantastic.
Yes.
Fantastic finish. Excellent.
And Bouchard said exactly what you said during the round. Once you're done throwing your combo,
step off to the side.
Yes.
You gotta get out of there.
And we saw the difference. Even though the round was only 2 minutes, the first minute compared to the second minute,
it's not the same.
It really wasn't. And that was like, what, 4 punches that landed in a row?
That's a 6-punch combination she hit her with at the end. But you see, when she starts moving, Gomez don't know what to do. Anyways, here comes round 2.
So you would give Clavel the first round?
100%.
And how about the crowd's reaction at the end of the round? Both boxers exchanging jabs.
Oh, nice.
Good combo by Clavel. Gomez is shaking her head as if to say, you didn't hurt me.
As long as Clavel keeps hitting her, she's gonna keep taking something off the pace of Gomez, whatever she wants to do.
Yes.
You know? Nobody likes to get hit in the face. She's thrown some very, very nice punches, Kim.
Well, she seems ready. There's no doubt about that.
As long as she keeps stepping off to the side and moving her.
Nice. Solid right hand by Kim Clavel.
Look at that.
And this is the same combo that landed in the first round.
I told you, this might be fight of the year if they continue like this. Because I don't think Kim is scared to engage with her.
Oh, she's not. No,
not
clearly she isn't. Yeah. Clavel goes to the body, comes back on top with the left hand.
And off to the side. Very good work.
Just like she was instructed by Bouchard before the beginning of the round.
You see, another thing, you know, she hits you with 3-4 shots. Why are you going to send her for her to come back to hit you with 3 shots?
Yeah.
You know? Hit and get out of the way.
Exactly. Don't just stand there. Solid right hand by the challenger. This is a good display so far by Kim Clavel.
Good counter left hook.
Gomez getting a warning. He grabbed Clavel by the head. But Clavel once again was able to finish the round really strong. And look at the crowd's reaction.
The crowd is into it.
So far, they're getting their money worth, that's for sure.
Apóyate, tú no te vas a cansar. Vassiliy. Oye, tire. Pero cuando tú tengas metidas acá, te tiras los dos perfiles. Mueve la cintura, mueve la cintura.
Beau jab en baissant, c'était super beau. Beaucoup d'énergie au premier round. J'ai surpris. Oui.
2-0 dans les rangs. Toi, tu viens boxer contre ça, c'est ce que tu fais bien. Ton jab en baissant, c'est mon rôle.
Très beau. La droite, ça commence à passer très, très bien. Sois patient. Comme tu es. Désolé, moi, je te dis ça.
Let's see some highlights of that second round.
Oh, that left hook, but she comes right back.
Yeah. There was a beautiful left hook by the champ, Gomez. Here we go, round 3.
This is the best fight so far.
And that's what you want. You want your main event to be the best fight of the night.
Yeah, you see, Kim just steps back. Gomez has problems to get to, to land the shots. As long as she's moving.
Oh, solid right hand by Clavel. Since the previous round, the right hand has been landing almost at will for Kim Clavel.
Nice combinations.
The challenger is making the champ pay. Every time the champ lands a punch, she's getting one right back.
3-1, 3-1, 4-1. And I think Kim is looking, this is the best I've seen her since we've been doing this kind of commentary on the fights. She's looking very good, tremendous.
Yes, couldn't wait to see her against the champ. And so far, so good for the challenger.
See what? Oh, beautiful.
Another good left hook by Clavel.
I think you used the right word before about the clinic. It's starting to become a boxing clinic.
Because so far, I mean,
if she's able to keep up this pace, I think she could have a late run, stoppage late in the fight.
Look at this. For every punch that Gomez lands, Clavel is able to land
4.
Yeah.
4 or 5 shots.
Yes, yes. She's winning the exchanges. And good work with the lead hand by Clavel in the beginning of the fight. She goes to the body and comes back on top with the left hook.
We were talking before about speed. Speed is killing her.
Another good round that seems to be going to Team Clavel.
Kim is winning the fight.
Ça va très bien, parfait. Tu vas super bien. Quand tu l'as touché solidement, tu peux en profiter. Après, permets-toi de reculer, de bouger. Quand tu te déplaces du côté de son jab, elle est neutralisée. Elle n'est pas capable de rien faire. Aussitôt que tu cours de ce côté-là, ta main droite, elle passe super solide. Le jab, la droite, la porte gauche. C'est ça, juste ça. Là, ça va bien, là? Ça va très, très bien. Ça va super bien.
Very good instructions.
Yeah, Bouchard told her that when she moves to the left of Gomez,
she neutralizes her.
Yes.
She's neutralized. She can't do nothing.
That's what we've seen so far. Round 4 of the championship fight. The WBC title is on the line.
Clavel is pitching a shutout so far.
Oh, once again, the right hand that lands.
She's got too much, movement like that. If she keeps doing this kind of movement, make it an easy fight.
Yes, she does.
Gomez will not be able to touch her. Look at that. Look at the head movement.
And just so many tools in her toolbox.
Yeah.
And she's using every single one of them.
She takes out the screwdriver, she takes out the wrench, she takes out the vice grip, she takes out the hammer. And everything is working.
But Gomez is a champion for a reason. She's been a champion for a while. So
Kimmy's got to go back to that jab like they told in the corner when she neutralized her with the jab. There's not that. There it is.
There it is. Stiff jab.
Not that.
The champ trying to work the body here.
Finish with the right hand to the top.
Good combo by Kim.
She's not fast enough though. Like you said, you know, she's getting hit 5-1.
Yes.
She
and
just, see, she's 2-3. Kim throws 6.
As Bouchard said, she's starting to be wide with the punches. Also, Gomez. 20 seconds remaining to the fourth round.
Yeah. She's trying though to catch her in the counter shots, but her shots are too wide and they're missing. Another good round for Kim Clavel.
Yeah.
I think the only way the fight could turn tide if Kim gets tired in the middle.
Right.
But the way they...
Yeah, as you mentioned at the beginning, conditioning might be an issue because those two girls have been going at it since the opening bell.
Juste ton step back, tu manques ta compte, tu veux la provoquer, tu veux qu'elle vienne à toi comme ça, step back. Ouais, mais quand elle va se coller là, il faut que tu fasses ton step back. T'as pas raison de plus.
So Bouchard who's urging Kim to step back a little bit, yeah.
Throw the uppercut on the inside.
That's another exchange that went to Clavel. Sorry, she finished the exchange with that right hand.
Kim is, you use the word clinic. Look at that. Look at that jab.
She just tripled that jab.
Oh, she tried the uppercut like the corner told her.
And you saw her, she stepped back as she was instructed. Good exchange. And once again, she's able to, Kim Clavel, the challenger, is able to land the last punch of the exchange.
She's catching her 5-1, 6-1.
The
champion now is coming on a little bit.
Yes.
This round, well, Kim is on the ropes. She's not leaving the ropes. That's why she's able to catch with those shots. When she's in the middle of the ring, there's nothing that Gomez could do. Can't do nothing.
Wow, that was a good right hand by Clavel in that exchange. And look at her move around. She's not staying there like in the previous round after the exchange.
Look at her.
She's doing a good job of just moving around after she lands her punches.
Just with those little movements, there's nothing that Gomez could do. Nothing connects, nothing lands.
How about the head movement by Kim?
And then she comes back with 3-4 shots. Look, nothing is there. This is a very good display of boxing.
Yes. Well, you said that she's a nurse and maybe she would give us another clinical performance. So far, so good. Halfway through the fight.
Yep. It's been very clinical so far. Look at that.
But let's see. Gomez is a champion. She's been a champion for a very long time. There's a reason for it.
Yeah, but she has to hurt. She has to hurt Kim to a certain extent to slow her down. But at this pace.
The thing at this pace, it's to Clavel, it's to the challenger's advantage.
This pace, Kim has all the advantage. I don't know what they're saying, but the corner seemed frustrated.
Yes. And the trainer seemed frustrated due to the previous round. Seems like he's trying to lit a fire under her.
Yeah. Kim has a little mouse on there, Riley. Look at those punches.
Regarde, mets la tête comme ça. Laisse-toi faire comme ça. Va où que sa tête aller. Tasse-toi un peu. Capable de faire des petits chiffres avec les jambes rapides. Ce round-là, là, Kim, on a les jambes plus vite que Roadrunner. OK? Go!
Speed.
Here we go, round 6.
The rounds are going by very fast.
Yes, they always do, huh, when they're 2 minutes.
Yeah. Not only that, the fight is very fast. It's a fast pace and very interesting.
Yeah. Good uppercut.
Nice left uppercut. As long as Kim keep doing those little step off to the side, you see, there's nothing you could do.
That was a good 1-2-3 combo by the challenger. The champ was able to back Clavel for a few seconds there, but
the champ's starting to make, she's making some changes. This round she started moving the head and coming forward.
Yes.
Yeah. Very nice work on the inside. I think some of the guys that fought earlier should look at this kind of inside work from Kim and learn something. She's working very good.
Solid right hand by Clavel. Clavel was about to step to the side just a little bit to create an angle and land the punch.
Speed kills, speed kills. This is the perfect example of speed.
Yes. 30 seconds to the 6th round.
You could see the difference between the boxing ability and Gomez.
Definitely.
You know, the boxing ability that Clavel has to be stepping up to the side. Pop shot, look at this.
Look at this, beautiful. She landed the right, moved to the side, and then was able to land another punch. We're not seeing that type of movement from the champ.
Wow. Very good display of boxing from Clavel.
Listen, I don't think she lost a round since the beginning.
I don't think so. And you know, Gomez is trying, but she just, you know, she just can't catch up with Kim.
So far, Clavel has been the superior boxer. I think we can agree on that.
Laisse-le pas être lourd en avant de toi. Tu l'as bien fait, tu l'as bien fait. Des petits chiffres comme ça. C'est exigeant pour tes jambes, mais tes jambes sont appuies.
Tenemos 3 rounds. ¿Oíste? Es con todo. Ahorita o ya. ¡Vamos!
That I understand. He says go. Vamos is go. I think so anyways. Once again, we look at Gomez. She doesn't have a mark on her face, and Kim is dominating her.
Right.
And Kim has a black eye.
It's kind of like MPH earlier tonight.
Yeah.
Well, this is round 7 now of this WBC Light Flyweight World Championship fight between Yesenia Gomez and Kim Clavel.
Yeah.
And so far, the champ is in trouble. Good double hook by Clavel. Good work also by the champ.
It's quite impressive to see the way that Kim is dominating the champion, just stepping around to the side, throwing the. She's doing pop shots, like that, pop, pop. She keeps popping her with the right, then the left hook, then popping her with 3-4 shots. And if she goes back to the jab, make beautiful right hand.
There's a good right hand. Another good right hand by the challenger.
Nice work. You know, the fans appreciate this kind of boxing work. It's clinical.
Oh, it's beautiful to watch. It really is.
Beautiful.
Now the crowd is chanting, "Let's go, Kim. Let's go, Kim." The advantage will be fighting at home.
All those who were nervous about this fight, I think now they're relaxing a little bit because Kim is giving a dominant performance.
Yes, and again with a beautiful head movement. Oh, look at that.
This is the difference between not moving your head and moving your head.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes,
she throws,
absolutely.
Kim moves her head, she misses.
Yeah.
Kim throws, she doesn't move her head, Kim lands 4 or 5 shots.
The only time we saw Gomez move her head was in the previous round.
At the beginning of the last round.
Yes. But other than that, her head has been static. Wow. And look at the crowd's reaction. They can feel it.
Yeah, the crowd feels the title is coming to Quebec. It's going to stay here for a bit because the way Kim is fighting tonight, I don't know I don't know the weight class, but I don't know who's out there to give her a fight.
Well, first of all, she has to finish.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's another thing. I'm going ahead, you know, but
yeah, because it's boxing. You never know. One punch, as you know.
I don't think Gomez had that one shot to knock her out. Not with the abuse that she's taken the first 7 rounds. She's taken a lot of abuse.
Right.
Es el octavo, vamos.
Oh.
C'est ton meilleur round. C'est en contrôle de la situation.
I like that.
Can you resume what Bouchard told her?
Bouchard told her to use her shoulder to push her off when she leads in on you. This is kind of a dirty move, but it's legal.
Hey, if it's legal, it's not dirty. Here we go, round 8 now. Clavel's getting closer to her dream. Good combo, she went to the body and came back on top.
Gomez is a tough customer because she got hit with some big shots.
Yes, yes.
Look at those shots to the body. And I like how Kim mixes it up. She hits it to the head, then she finishes to the body. She goes to the body, she goes back to the head. She mixes the shots up.
Yes.
Beautiful. There's
a shoulder. Yeah.
There's a shoulder at the corner.
Oh, she got a warning. She got a warning. She got a warning.
But one thing you have to say, she listens to the corner.
Yes.
They told her, you come and shoulder her.
And that's part of being a good boxer, a great boxer. You have to listen to the corner.
Yeah.
A chance to let know the champ that she can't be leaning on her like that.
Yeah, 100%. The problem is too, if she leans on her, she shoulders in the nose. Breaks it. Nice.
A good movement by Clavel. Oh, a slip by Clavel. Could have been dangerous, yeah.
Yeah, you could slip, you know, God
Injured
forbid
your
she's
knee
fall
or-
down, break her knee or break
Yeah.
crack her ankle. That's crazy.
A good thing she didn't. Beautiful work with the lead end by the challenger. Look at that, Howard.
Oh, beautiful. All those kids that's out there watching this fight and that's gonna watch the replay of this fight. This is something you have to watch to learn because Clavel is giving a boxing clinic.
She is, she really is. She was ready for the moment. Now she just had to finish.
She's doing all the right things.
Two more rounds to go at the Casino of Montreal.
Así es como tienes que pelear de aquí para arriba, así. Tienes que presionar más. Llevamos la pelea perdida. Va.
Huh. I think he told her to pressure her.
Well, she's gonna have to if she wants to win because she's definitely behind on the cards.
T'es plus en forme qu'elle, t'as pas besoin d'en faire plus, mais efficace. 2 fois le crochet de gauche, 2 fois la même main. Super beau. Avec la main droite collée sur tes mains, c'est du béton. Du béton. OK? C'est du béton. T'es en contrôle, tu gagnes les rounds. Tout est beau. Tes jambes là, sont encore là, ces petites jambes-là. Sont encore là, ces petites jambes-là de Ferrari. Let's go. Let's go, Pierre.
Bouchard's getting me fired up. I'm not gonna lie.
But she's
I have to go
fantastic.
to the gym tomorrow.
She's fantastic in the corner, the instruction that she gives. You know what I mean? Everything is beautiful.
Yeah, she told her to keep doubling with the same hand.
Double with the left, double with the right.
That's what she just did.
Beautiful.
And
Great
it's fun.
instructions.
Yeah, it's fun, and it's fun to see Kim apply the instruction right away. That's what we've been seeing so far in the fight.
You see, she's just, you know, like Daniel Bouchard tell her, keep your hands up, just like she's doing, keep the hands up, don't get caught with nothing. Oh, wow. You know, when you watch a fight like this, it's even hard for us to comment because everything looks so perfect. It's a perfect, it's a perfect display of what boxing is supposed to be.
Yes.
And Kim is doing it. She's it's like writing a book. She's writing it's a dictionary. Look what she's doing in the ring.
Listen.
It's hard to say, and she's not doing nothing wrong.
Yeah, we saw her pointing at the canvas. I don't know if it's been slippery.
Look at her.
Just too much speed for the champ.
Too much speed, too much skill, too much speed, too much agility, mobility.
Yes.
Moving. Look at her. If she
And now she
continues
steps
this
back a little bit.
If she continues this kind of assault, you know, the referee could step in because the other girl's not throwing any punches. Now she throws. But look at her.
Oh, she's in control completely. She has been since the second part of the opening round.
The referee's taking a nice long look. Look at those beautiful combinations on the inside, man.
Beautiful work, you said it.
Art. This is a work of art.
Well, Clavel's been waiting a long time for this moment. And now she's only 2 minutes away for that championship belt that she's been dreaming about for years.
It's a long time I haven't seen a performance like this. You said it at the beginning, clinical.
And you heard her, she asked which round is it? And Bouchard told her 1 round, you only have 1 round to go. That's how much she's been focused. And for the champ, well, this is it. Gomez has to give everything she has.
The champ has 2 minutes to try to get lucky. And not just lucky, very lucky.
Yes.
It's boxing, anything could happen, but the way Clavel is fighting tonight, it's gonna take Goliath or a lightning strike for her to lose. Perfect boxing. Exceptional.
And Bouchard told her, this is your 2 minutes. 2 minutes of fun, but of intelligent fun.
Let's see if she takes her round off and move around.
Yeah, because she sounds her legs. This is round 10, but she's in great condition.
Let's see if she takes her round off and dance around.
Here we go, the 10th and final round of that WBC Light Flyweight World Championship fight. And the champ is giving everything she has. There's a reason why Gomez has been the champ for so many years.
Yeah, but
she won't go out easy.
I think it's a little, it's a little late.
And Clavel's not backing up. Oh, Clavel just slipped. That's a slip. That's not a knockdown.
Yeah, I think you know the apron is a bit wet. The part of where the casino is.
Yeah. But you know what? Clavel is not backing down, even though she's ahead in the card.
She wants a fight. She wants a fight.
Yes. Boy, we're getting a great show. What a performance tonight at the Montreal Casino. A minute left now to the 10th and final round. And those two girls are giving everything they got.
Yeah.
Talk about leaving it all in the ring. And look at the crowd reaction.
I don't know what to say. It's a perfect exhibition of boxing.
Listen to the crowd.
I think Kim could put her on the floor. I believe Kim could put her on the floor.
You think she has enough energy to do it? 20 seconds left.
Look at that uppercut.
What a round.
Wow. They're both dead. I think Gomez is more dead.
Well, it's the 10th round. This is the last moment of this championship fight. And Clavel is finishing this fight, raising her arms. What a performance. What a performance by Montreal Kim Clavel.
Fantastic. Fantastic. I knew. I don't think there's anything to say about about this performance that she did. 15 fights.
For Kim, yeah. Yeah, she was a 15-0 before tonight. I think people got their money worth at the casino.
Décision des juges at the end of 10 championship rounds of action. We go to the judges' scorecards.
It's a shutout.
La juge Guérin remet une carte de pointage de 100 contre 90. Judge Guérin scores this contest 100-90. Les juges Rochin et Ross remettent des cartes de 99-91. Judges Rochin and Ross both score this contest 99-91 for the winner by unanimous decision. And new WBC Ladies Flyweight Champion of the World, la nouvelle championne mondiale des mi-lourds du WBC, gagnante par victoire unanime, Kim Clavel.
Eric Curtis, we're boxing to the rules of the New York State Athletic Commission. Expect a clean fight, obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. Pay attention. Shake hands, come out boxing at the bell. Good luck.
on him, keep rolling, touch him here, and bring it up the middle. All right? Nice and easy. All right? Give me that bucket. All right? Nice and easy. All right? Flow and consistency. All right? Look for the body shots. They're going to stick.
Take it down. Hey! Step back! Hey! Step back, let him go.
You're in here to try to do something with it. You feeling all right? Okay. Has he hurt you with anything yet? All right. You
Third round coming up. Third round.
Okay, you're doing all right with him. You block. You slip that one hook right there, and you come back with one. But you need to give me two hooks when you do that. Okay. You know you can't one punch him. Okay. Okay. Right over here, you looked at me when I told you to use that defense, but you're not doing it. You got to. You got to pull it.
Seconds out!
Go, go!
You have your mouth free?
All right.
Wait, that was a good. Don't rock back on him. Snip it and then make him pay. All right?
You know that, right?
All right. Walk around, cover it up.
You do know that, right?
Body work is taking effect. You hear me? Now you got to stay with it. Just don't neglect that body work.
Huh? I mean, I know you're a little bit winded, but you're halfway through this fight, man. Don't let this so much get the satisfaction of stopping. All right, because you got a shot at winning the fight.
Got to bring it up. All right? Nice and sweet.
You got a shot at winning the fight. Let me help you answer it.
All right, let's go.
Let's go. Take it down. When you're laying inside there with him, bang these bodies right here, okay? Let's go.
Get a towel up here. Get a towel up here.
time. What round is it? 5 coming up. 1 into 5. 5 coming up, okay? 5 coming up. All right?
The jabs are fine, but I need to get that body.
You know the last 2 rounds he's coming out smoking on you, okay? You're not fine.
Break! Step back, step back. up, touch him up. Wait! Step back. Back. When I say break, take a step back. Right!
He's taking his time, but putting up a good fight. He's done. He's done. He's done.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, we welcome you to Foxwoods Resort Casino in Mashantucket, Connecticut, where all of tonight's action is being brought to you by DiBella Entertainment in association with Navigators Baseball and Showtime. This bout is sanctioned by the Mashantucket Pequot Athletic Commission, Chairman Joey Carter, Commissioner Peter Timothy. Introducing our judges, scoring at ringside, Judge Glenn Feldman, Judge Clark Sammartino, and Judge Steve Weisfeld. And our referee for this bout, Dick Flaherty. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the ShowBox main event of the evening. 10 rounds of boxing in the junior middleweight division. Presenting first, fighting out of the blue corner, he enters the ring wearing red trunks with white trim. He weighed in at 153 pounds. His record stands at 21 victories, no defeats, 13 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome, from the Motor City, Detroit, Michigan, Cornelius K9 Bundrage. And fighting out of the red corner, he wears purple trunks with white trim. He weighed in at 153 pounds. He too enters the ring with an unblemished record. 15 wins, no losses, 9 wins by knockout. From Brooklyn, New York, please welcome the Iron Horse, Sechew Powell.
Cornelius.
Let's go. All right, let's everybody get down, all right? Okay, gentlemen. We're going 10 rounds. In a good, clean, professional fight, you obey my commands at all times and listen to what I'm saying to you, okay? Let's touch him up. We'll get going. Touch him up. There you go.
As you can see by the numbers, Powell younger, taller, longer. He wants to make this a boxing match. Bundrage wants to make it a brawl.
The Association of Boxing Commission rules apply in this one as well. And Dick Flaherty says 10 rounds or less, as we always like to say. Both guys, actually Powell, as we get ready to go, looks like he's warmed up, and Bundrage looks bone dry, Steve. He's in the red. We should mention the guy in the electro. Oh, gee, almost, it wasn't a double knockdown. It was a knockdown as Bundrage went down and Powell slipped.
And it's ruled no knockdown.
Wow. Oh, a massive left hand by Powell, and Bundrage is out of it. He is out of it. One of the most astounding. It looked like the Zab Judah fight.
Unbelievable.
That was.
He was the neck. He went down 3 times in 20 seconds.
I've never seen anything like it. Oh. Sechew Powell crash lands on Cornelius Bundrage.
Well,
that was astounding.
Yeah, and there was a double knockdown. In my opinion, clearly Bundrage was hurt more from that double knockdown, and he never recovered.
Steve, we talked about him looking cold and looking bone dry.
What's going on? You okay? You know where we are? Yes. What happened?
I'm in Connecticut, man.
Are you all right?
Yes.
What the hell happened?
Don't you remember going down? One time, didn't I?
Went down like 3 times, man.
That quick?
Yeah. 3 times.
Just take some deep breaths.
Just gotta relax. You kept getting up, but you kept going down, okay? You did a good job. You hung in. Man.
That's tough to watch. Because, you know, even though he got his butt kicked, he's proud, and it's a humiliating moment to know that in the biggest fight of your life on national television, you got knocked out in 20 seconds, and you have to be told you were down 3 times.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, who told him he hung in? He didn't hung in, he showed up.
Yeah.
And it was just a ferocious performance from Sechew Powell, who says, you know what, I'm a boxer first. Well, not tonight.
Kind of shoots down my theory about how he has to make his mark as a boxer.
Whoa. I think he even surprised himself, Steve.
It was.
All right, let's watch the fight. Remember, we talked about how he looked bone dry. I talked again that it didn't look like Bundrage had cracked a sweat, and he still hasn't, because he is in a state of shock.
He is. And, you know, there was a lot of bad blood between these two. They almost went at it at the final press conference. First punch, watch.
Counter right hand.
That's a double knockdown. They both jumped up so fast, Flaherty did not rule a knockdown for either guy, maybe because he wasn't sure who to rule. And then one shot and it's over. That's a combination. Zab Judah against Kostiazou and Trevor Berbick against Mike Tyson.
Yes.
Watch it, straight left, boom, right through the gloves.
From beginning to end.
Bundrage never down as a pro until this fight.
Joe Antonacci makes this one official as if we needed proof.
Boxing fans, the time, 22 seconds of the first round. Your winner by technical knockout from Brooklyn, New York, Sechew